motorhome, glamping pod, log cabin. We're not about that here. We do it proper. This is the outside in. Taking the outside in. For real. Welcome back. It's Saturday night and I am back out there. This time it's a stealth one and it's the Christmas special. Oh, I've been looking forward to this one. I don't normally put much planning into stuff, but I have done a little bit of thinking about this one and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this one. Anyway, I know I say every single week, been looking forward to this one. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one and all that. That is because I genuinely just love getting out there. Really, I do. If anyone's been following my channel, the pub that I did a stealth camp at is just up there. Can't quite see it. Anyway, this week it is, I'm sorry to say, it's another roundabout stealth camp. Luckily I've got the last little bit of light yet again, obviously with the darker nights. Obviously I have to get out there a little bit earlier. The roundabout that I want to get onto is this one here. It's quite a real big roundabout. There's a nice little spot in there. So obviously what I want to do is wait for a break in the traffic and then get myself in there. Got a nice little bit of a sunset there. Beautiful. Quite a busy stretch of road this. Is the major arterial link between Tamworth and Coventry, Leicester and all that. Right, that's my chance. In we go. Do apologise about not having the light on. Right, so I had to switch the camera off and try and navigate through where I'd come onto this roundabout because it's so big. I had to sort of fight my way through all the, it's hard to see it behind me, but all the branches and stuff, and I'm literally now in the spot that I want to be. As you can see, I have had to lose my jacket. So warm tonight, I can't believe actually how warm it is. Like tropical temperatures to me this is. I do hope it actually drops down a bit so I can actually, you know, be comfortable. Right, so tonight this little area here is going to be the outside in for the night, as usual. Same old, you know how it goes. But yeah, I'm in woodland. Obviously you've got the road coming round here. I'll explain a bit more about the reason why I'm actually here doing another roundabout stealth camp again. I've got a few things I want to talk about tonight. As usual, the chair. Oh, 10 degrees. Yeah, it's a warm one by my standard, but yeah, I am going to sit in the chair and I am going to have myself a lovely bottle of Stella Artois. So yeah, I absolutely love this time of the week where I get to chill out, get out there, have a beer. Cheers. Saturday night, been working all week, so it's nice to have a nice bit of downtime. Cheers, guys. One thing I do want to clear up is, anyway, one thing I want to clear up is I've been feeling under the weather this week. Got a bit of a bad chest, or some nasty lurgy going around, whatever it is, but it started on my chest. Yeah, I sound a bit croaky, but I'm battling on, man. Nothing's going to stop me coming out here tonight. This is my thing, this is what I do. So yeah, I apologise if I sound rough, sniffles, all that, but I'm going to fight on, man. Right, so behind me, you probably can't see it because it's gone really dark now, but the old tent set up. Having another bottle of Stella. Cheers, guys. Still feeling a little bit rough, probably still sound rough, just, you know, plodding on. But anyway, let's obviously, I'm guessing you're going to want to see the tents, you know, standard practice, so here we go. Right, so I don't know how far into the video you are, you know, I'm not keeping like track of time scales or anything, but you've got to be thinking, how on earth is this a Christmas special? What's it got to do with Christmas? So I'm going to bring you back in a minute. So I do a lot of talking to the guy I work with every day, Mark. If you're watching, Mark, I love you to bits, man. But anyway, I run a lot of my ideas past Mark, and I says to him, you know, what you know makes a Christmas special, you know? And he said, you've got to have a Christmas tree. I was like, how the bloody hell can I have a Christmas tree? Excuse me, you know, how can I have a Christmas tree when I'm out, you know, stealth or wild camping? But he was adamant. Anyway, I caught him off guard, and I said to him the one time, and you'll remember this, Mark, I know you're going to be watching this, does one bauble count as like towards Christmas? And he's like, yeah. And he went, oh, hold on a minute, you're not getting out of having a Christmas tree. I thought, so, you know, the Christmas hat, the Lidl Christmas jumper, yeah, courtesy of my good lady Louise. She knows what a connoisseur of Lidl I am. She was never going to let me escape not wearing a Lidl jumper. So if you're watching, Louise, thank you. I mean, I've only just about got into it, realising how fat I'm actually getting. But moving on, I have brought along with me Rudolph and Frosty. So there's good old Frosty. And there, well, you can't see him very well, can you? But yeah, that's good old Rudolph. Rudolph and Frosty. Tell you what, I put them both together like that. But anyway, I thought, well, what else makes it, you know? You can't have a Christmas special without stuffing your face with, sorry about wool. Turn that light off, and I'll put that light on. Mince pies. Oh, you know I'm gonna have a couple of those bad boys. But yeah, but obviously the guy I work with, Mark, again, you know I love you to bits, but you're a stubborn bugger. He was adamant I've got to have a tree, and I've tried everything I can, you know, the old yep. I mean, right, I'm going to bring you back in a minute. I've tried my hardest to make it Christmassy, but bear with me. So I thought, some lovely icicle lights. Lovely. Frosty, Rudolph. I mean, come on. Seriously? So you've got me, little jumper, Santa hat, icicle lights, Frosty and Rudolph. I mean, it's got to be a Christmas special now, come on. But Mark, being Mark, he's not having it. He is not having it. He's one stubborn beep. You know I love you, Mark. So I thought, well, how am I going to up this? What, you know, there's only so much you can carry in a backpack before you have to become Mary Poppins. You guys, if you do like any kind of camping or whatever, like, you've got to get it in that pack. You've got to be able to carry it in one hand. You know, you need your, yeah. So I thought, you know what? Nah, that's not good enough. Bar humbug, Mark. Okay, you win. You won. So we've got a Christmas tree after all. Frosty, Rudolph. So yeah, this is the most unstealthiest stealth camp ever. Looks pretty though. Merry Christmas, guys. And my throat's still really like, I'll tell you what, if my Mrs. Louise was here now, she would be going nuts about that tree. She would really. She's the perfectionist when it comes to the tree. There's not enough lights over there. Oh, it's a bit skewiff over there. Yeah. I don't know whether you noticed, excuse my croaky voice, I really do apologise tonight, but I don't know whether you noticed, I've got some crackers, Christmas crackers, and I've got nobody to pull my cracker. I'll have to pull my own tonight, won't I? Oh well. But yeah, I think it is a little bit of a Christmas special now, don't you? The hat, the stupid jumper, which I look an absolute, yeah. The Christmas tree, the icicle lights, and the not so stealth camp after all. I bet if I walk out there, it looks like an airport landing strip with all these lights. But you know what? Anybody comes in here tonight, you know, they see this, you're instantly going to be like, wow, this homeless guy is really, like, you know, up there with Christmas, you know. But yeah, honestly, somebody comes by tonight and yeah, I'll offer him a beer, come and have a chill, you know, whatever, have a mince pie, greetings and all that. Yeah. I meant good tidings and all that, you know. You couldn't even walk through here, see all this, you'd just instantly be happy, wouldn't you, you know. Yeah. So I'm currently supping on a lovely Wainwright. Thank you to my friend Dre, you know who you are. Cheers, buddy. Very nice. That is a lovely golden beer. Oh, I haven't done the usual yet, have I? Showed you the setup. Well, you know what the setup is. It's going to be the same old, the chair, the sleeping pad, sleeping bag, the pillow, you know, the rest, all in the tent. What have I got to eat tonight? I've got a lovely chicken curry and egg fried rice to throw in the mess tin. I've got some snacks. I've got some rip-off Doritos and dip to eat. I've got some salami to eat. The mince pies I've already mentioned, obviously. Get me a little laughing gear into that a bit later on. You know when it's officially Christmas when you've had a mince pie. Yeah, so one of the things I wanted to talk about, the first thing is the reason why I'm in this location, stealth camping, not so stealth camping, Christmas tree lights, icicle lights, Frosty and Rudolph. Yeah, not so stealthy after all. But yeah, anyway, the reason I'm here is, one, I wanted to do something really Christmassy, and two, this was the very first place I did my very first stealth camp. And I remember it like it was yesterday, in this exact location. I got a tarp up, a bivvy bag. Inside the bivvy bag I had a sleep pad, a sleeping bag and a pillow. And I've got to be honest, I slept like a baby. But in hindsight, thinking about it, it was warmer, and the amount of bugs that was on the floor, and God knows how many bugs I ate that night, but I'd had a good skinful. This was long before I'd done anything for YouTube, you know, so I used to just go out there and just, you know. So reading some of the comments, I've had people say, oh, you're copying such and such, or you're copying. Well, to be fair, I'm not really copying nobody. When I first did my first ever YouTube video, one of the first things I said was, hey, I don't think most of you probably won't even, you know, have seen my first ever YouTube video. It wasn't the best, but I did a bit of a stealth camp next to a railway line in some tucked away in some trees, the side of a busy road in a town centre. But one of the first things I touched up on was, you know, what can I do that hasn't already been done before, you know. So it's not like, you know, I went out there and thought, oh, I'm going to copy him, I'm going to do this. It's you know, I enjoy getting out there. If it's a roundabout, if it's a wild camp somewhere, you might have seen when I went with my daughter to the Gower, whatever. It's just getting out there. It's not about copying people or anything like that. I just, you know, I just enjoy it. And the reason why I started the YouTube, I've probably mentioned this before, I'm sure I have, was I had people, you know, the people closest to me, you know, what do you do? YouTube channel, people love all that stuff. And I'm like, well, no, you know. And I'd done so many camps long before I even filmed myself. And the hardest part when I started was actually, as I am now, looking at a camera. I know there's a camera on me and I'm talking to it, but see, I'm not the most like social of blokes. I'm not one of these people. I don't do all the socials, you know. I don't do Facebook. I ain't even got a Facebook account. All I've got is I've got an Instagram account which I don't post anything on, but there's a few accounts I like to follow on there, but I don't really post anything on there. Twitter, same as Instagram, I don't really do much with that. It's just that there's a lot of accounts on there I do like to follow, but I mean, I'm rarely on any of the socials. I can't be bothered with it, so I don't even know what's going on in the world with the excuse my throat again, I feel like my voice is going. But yeah, but YouTube, you know, I've got a YouTube account, and as I say, I've recently started it. There's probably about 8 videos on there. This might be the 9th. I can't remember without looking, but it seems to, the support and the channel seems to be growing. But again, I'm an humble guy. I'm not all about, you know, I'll see how it goes, you know, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I love getting out there, and I sort of feel like I'm now sharing it with people who are like-minded, and there's some people out there who love the outside life. They love the idea of it, but they don't quite go out there and that. And I think they're the ones who give you a lot of support, because they enjoy watching it. If they're not doing it, they enjoy watching it. I've had a lot of people say to me, oh, I love the stealth channels, I love this, I love that, but you find they're not actually people who go out and do it. But you know, so you know, it's good. It's good. That's all I'm going to say on it. Come on, you. Right, it's dropped to about 8 degrees now. Still don't feel cold to me. You know what I'm like? I'm an idiot. something else I wanted to talk about was something else I mentioned to my friend Mark. If, for instance, like last weekend I was out for about 18 hours, I was out for. If you watched last week's video, I did a stealth camp on a small roundabout. About 18 hours I was there for until I left. But if I do a YouTube video the following day, I've spent 18 hours out, and last week was the longest video I've done so far, and it come to about 50 minutes. But the overall footage after I trimmed it, originally started at about an hour's worth of footage. So if I'm there 18 hours and I've spent an hour filming in that time, that's still 17 hours away from, you know, YouTube. It's just my alone time, getting away from it all, just, you know, living a very simplistic life. So as I says to people, when doing what I do becomes completely about YouTube and not enjoying myself anymore, then that's going to be it for me. I'm going to stop doing it. There's a lot of things I used to do outdoor wise, you know, mountain biking, fishing and all that, but the common denominator in all of it wasn't the fishing, it wasn't the mountain biking, it was the outdoors, the simple life, the just getting away from it all, you know, the hustle and bustle of daily life. And that's how I found myself to get into doing what I'm doing now. That's what it's all about for me. Oh dear, it looks like my old selfie stick battery's died. So what I'll have to do is the old improvisation. Oh, a bit bright. Ah, there you go. Right, me final mention in this video is to Ryan on the night shift. You know who you are, and I love the support you give me, and I love the fact that you keep telling me you're looking forward to each video each weekend. So for that, I thank you. And it's one of those, I can't do the rest because I've got a selfie stick in my hand, but you know who you are. I'm not keen on this bloody bright light in my face. It's not but I mean, it's great for videoing, but it's blinding. But yeah, anyway, I am having myself a Perlenbacher Pilsner. And I'm going to get stuck into these tortilla chips, chili heatwave rip-off of Doritos, with some lovely, I don't know what I've done with it because I can't see now because my head torch is now on the floor. There you go. Sour cream and chive dip. Yes. Done my favourite trick, fell asleep in the chair as usual. Woke up feeling rather cold. But anyway, I'm now cooking well, I say cooking, I'm not cooking, am I? I'm just warming up some nice chicken curry and rice in the mess tin. Oh yes, that's going to be gorgeous when I get my laughing gear around that bad boy. It's about 1:20 in the morning. I had that curry earlier, and I ate that, and then I was going to chill out for a bit, but it was really cold, so I've got the tent heater on the go. Once it warmed up after I had the tent heater on, I've just literally just been chilled out, had a few more beers, and literally, yeah, forgot that I'm doing this YouTube thing. But yeah, so here I am. I'm going to have my final beer, and then I think I am going to get into bed, because I'm starting to feel a little bit worse for wear. So yeah, that's the plan. About 20 to 7 in the morning. I am wide awake. Yes, I've been awake for about half an hour. I had the urge to go to the toilet, and then of course I ain't going back to sleep. In the chair. So I woke up, it isn't raining for a change. My voice is really awful because my throat's really and I've slowly started to take the tree down. Last thing I want is it to rain. Yep, it's nice, it's actually nice and dry for once. So I'll be putting the tree away. I'll be getting the kettle on, same as usual, and slowly packing up stuff. But also I will be chilling out at the same time. Frosty and Rudolph. That's the kettle on. Tree packed away. Yeah, I spoke about last night, excuse me, croaky voice, this being the very first place I ever did a stealth camp. It was my first stealth camp, and it was actually I had a tarp from here, you can't see it, to this tree here, across to there, pretty much where the tent is now. I'm in the same spot, and I was actually in a bivvy bag, I remember telling you last night, because I was on about you know, in hindsight, all the bugs on the floor that, you know, I've probably ingested. But yeah, that was the camp that I had to give myself the push to go out and do. Once I'd done that one, never looked back. Kept finding new places to camp. But back then I had what I had was a little blue tent, and how I came about having this little blue tent, it was an Aldi tent. It was originally 60 quid, the Adventure Ridge 2-man tent, and one day I was in Aldi and it was the last one and it was on sale. I think it was obviously to clear, and I got it for 15 quid. So for 15 quid I thought it's not worth not taking a punt on it. And that little tent turned out to be, well, I've still got it, but it's a cracking little tent. It's got aluminium alloy pre-angled poles, hydrostatic head of about 3,000. It's in a pitch first, which I do like outer pitch, but I'll still use that in the summer when I don't want to use the fly sheet. The tent that I'm using now, the hyena, you've got to have the outer pitch first. That's the kettle boiled rather. But yeah, so when it's really warm in the summer, I can actually just use the inner, and obviously I'm not going to get bitten by muzzies and midges and all that. So yeah, No doubt that will be a first of many brews. Oh, my voice is really awful today, really awful. Once again, I do apologise. I have got some lovely Milka Choco Moo biscuits. That's my breakfast, and a mince pie possibly. Wherever they are, over there. Yep. Well, those are very nice. Once again, thank you Dre for those. Me beer and biscuits, thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, as you can see, it's getting light now. Still no rain, so that's a bonus. It's been a lovely night at the old outside inn. Now it's pretty much daylight. I can give you a little look around because you couldn't properly see last night, obviously in darkness, but lovely little bit of woodland on this roundabout. The chair. It was a lot more dense, the leaves, when I came and camped here for the first time, so you couldn't actually see the houses over there or anything. Again, all this would have had leaves on. That's Tamworth in that direction. Reason why I did the Christmas one this weekend is because I wasn't quite sure what my plans were going to be next weekend, but to the best of my knowledge I'm going to be back out there Saturday night. I have got a super stealth one planned. This one, I haven't been there before, I haven't even wrecked it. I've only drove past it. I've had a look at the site on Google Maps. That's going to be an interesting one. I shall certainly look forward to doing that. As I've told you before, I've always got about 3 places in mind that, you know, I can go and camp at. There's another place that I've done a few times, not on YouTube, this was before the channel, and then I've got a very, very, very dense woodland that I really want to go and camp in. It's that big, I could probably be in there for weeks, camped out, and I don't think nobody'd even know I was there. So yeah, that's going to be a good one. Oh, let's have a little drop of this tea. Still a bit hot. But I thoroughly enjoyed last night. The Christmas tree, the lights. Yeah, it was stupid, it was wacky, but it was funny. Something different. being accompanied by Frosty and older Rudolph. So yeah, almost packed away. Got a lot of gear this time. Was a bit heavy, to be fair. Having my final cup of tea. Never in a rush to leave when I'm camped out somewhere, because I really do love it. The chair. My throat is definitely gone. It's definitely, my voice is definitely, you know. 7 degrees Celsius. But yeah, I shall soon be out of here, back to normality. So this is my final cup of tea. And the last sit in the chair. It's the last thing I've bothered packing away. Yeah, so I'm getting used to now, each week, getting better and better at doing the old video, like editing and stuff. I mean, it's all new to me. So looking back at my first video, I don't even want to watch it, to be fair, because and a few people have said to me, you can see how your videos are progressing, you know, the editing's getting better and stuff, and they've given me little pointers, or it'd be better if you did this, or you could do without that, you know, that sort of stuff. And I've took it on board, and I think they're getting there bit by bit, and I enjoy doing the editing as well. So, and I mean, I can put all the clips together and edit it all now in probably half an hour tops. It's not a painstaking process for me, as I say, because I'm so used to doing it now. Easy. But yeah, I do enjoy it, definitely enjoy it. Also getting more used to now just speaking to myself. Well, obviously I'm not speaking to myself, I'm speaking to a screen, and I did find that a bit difficult at first, but as time goes on, I just think I'm just explaining what I'm doing, where I'm at, that sort of thing, and it's just flowing now. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, definitely. But as I say, finish this brew, and then I'm off skis. I'm getting out of here. And that is how an idiot takes a Christmas tree on a camp. That right there, I mean, that's what you call carrying some gear, isn't it? But yeah, that's my bag of rubbish. That there, my other pack, because clearly that's not enough. So yeah, obviously that's where I was last night, that little area there that looks a bit flattened. Once I leave, you'll never know that I've been here, unless you see my Christmas tree lights and all the swag last night, obviously. But other than that, leave no trace. Right, so now it's time to depart. Look at all this swag on my back. I am out. Do apologise for the shaky camera. That was a bit rough trying to get out of there. It's warm with all this gear on now. Right, so I can safely say that concludes this week's video. Same as usual, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, maybe show me some support, give me a like, subscribe, and I shall see you hopefully next week when I'm going to do, as I said earlier, a super stealthy camp. Looking forward to that one, just like all of them. Bye bye.